Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How's
Hi.
everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
I mean, I'm doing okay. I've done a lot of drinking the last few days. I don't know if you can tell, but I've got some of these like circles under my eyes and I'm tired. COVID's got me drinking again. It's terrible.
Almost 2 years.
Sorry.
I know. We're almost 2 years
This
to
is the
lockdown.
face of too many white Russians.
On Friday. This is Let me do all the important stuff, right? Guys, subscribe, please, below, like below, rate and review on your favorite app. Follow Lost in My 40s on Facebook. Spacebear_media on Instagram and Twitter. Spacebearmedia.com/contact. If you want to email us there, you can DM us anywhere. And if you want to say thanks, you can always go to buymeacoffee.com/spacebearmedia. Now on to the really important things. Derek, you asked right before I hit record. I have not pooped this morning. I forgot to take my fiber the last 3 days. And so now I'm not gonna poop for a week. It's terrible. I'm backed up. Huge. It's like literally full of shit. Literally full of shit.
You are old if you have to take fiber.
I take fiber.
Every day. I have to.
Beer is my fiber. It's my fiber.
Yeah.
Well, Ben, did you have something to say
The
about
thing
your
is you didn't think you had to take it until I introduced it to you, and then you realized how fucking beautiful it is.
Yeah, so Ben had been
It's
taking
the shit.
Ben had
I eat fiber bars and all it does is make me fart.
Oh, I can't eat the fiber
Yeah,
bars.
it just makes me fart.
The first time that I ate one of those Fiber One fiber bars,
That's what I eat.
my stomach started like, and I was at work and I was like, oh my God, this is a terrible situation. Yeah, it was bad. So,
well,
and it's happened to me every single time I've ever eaten one. So I stopped buying them.
Ben's been taking had been taking the fiber for a few years, and I was making fun of him for being old. And then he was like, just try it. And I did. And after taking it consistently for a week, I had the best shits of my life. I was like, how have I not been doing this? So now I take it, but I've just been the last few days. I went on a drinking binge. I wasn't taking my fiber. And now I can't poop. This is what everybody wants to hear about. All right.
Absolutely.
Something I meant to bring up last week when it happened on this video, but it slipped my mind somehow. So I am going to bring it up today. We are going to address Evangeline Lilly going to an anti-vax rally. So I want to say we're all big fans of Kate. She's one of our favorite characters in the running for top of the character power rankings right now. We are not going to let that get in the way of our love for Kate, but we do want to denounce and reject the insanity that Evangeline Lilly is engaging in, and I hope that she can do better than that. Does anybody else want to address that?
Nope. I agree
100%.
Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there.
Soft.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure she's worried about that. All right.
Little tear comes.
She is worried about Ben's penis. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Derek, how was snowpocalypse in Dallas? Texas did not lose power too badly. Is that correct?
Only about 60,000 people, better than 1 million last year. And of course, they cleared the shelves at the stores like a bunch of idiots for 2 days. I know.
You sent me pictures. They do that here in Seattle too.
That,
yeah. They do that here too.
Toilet paper.
I guess.
It lasted.
Why do people think it's going to happen during the snow? Like all of a sudden, they're just going to have to just all their guts are going to come falling out of their butts, and like they're just going to shit constantly.
Did you not already have toilet paper?
I always buy it in a big old 100 pack, so I buy it like once a year. So I mean, yeah.
Well, I guarantee you start on some fiber.
Fiber
up that to double twice a year.
Twice a year, double it. Now it lasted about 24 hours. The roads were bad, of course, but it was mostly snow for me, so it wasn't too bad.
All right, that's good.
Nowhere near like last year.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Christy, what's new with you?
So I have a little PSA for everybody this week. There is a nationwide blood shortage. So anybody who's eligible, please go consider going and donating blood.
They give you cookies and juice.
I know. I used to donate when I was like late teens, early 20s. And then I started getting tattoos, so I couldn't for so long. And then it just slipped my mind, like honestly, for years.
How long after you have a tattoo?
I am someone.
Can you?
I think it's 3 months, and maybe 6 months. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
But I have had blood transfusions. I had 2 blood transfusions during my brain surgery. It's important. Please go donate blood. I donated blood this week. And then here's a really fucked up idea. One of the reasons I gave blood in my late teens and early 20s is because I would go donate blood, and then I would go to my friend's house, shotgun a beer, do a bomb hit, and I would be fucked up. So,
Really? Wow.
We are not recommending that.
Right, that's a dad life pro tip.
I think mine has too much ethanol in it as it is. So.
Oh my God. Well, it's been over 6 months since I've had my last tat, so I will go. I haven't donated blood in a long time, actually, but our dogs do. 2 of our 3 boxers are regular blood donors, and they definitely save lives. So
I actually found out my blood type last year. I never knew it. I bought one of those little kits to see what it was.
I think we actually talk about a segue. What a segue, bro. Because we talk about that in this week's episode, Do No Harm. But actually, before I move on to that, I do have to tell Ben a joke now. This is becoming a thing. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Ben, you should join me for the next autopsy club meeting. It's open mic night.
Oh. That's pretty awesome.
It's bad. That was the worst one yet. Oh, I said it was the worst, and it was his favorite. That's typical. No, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So week 20 coming out tomorrow. Season 1, episode 20 is what I should say. Do No Harm. It's a Jack episode, and it's a Derek episode, right? Yeah. I do have some corrections and things from the episode. Christy wonders if in the episode, if Cloverfield, the J.J. Abrams film, was the one that she remembered was making people sick in the theater. And the answer is yes. I looked it up. Not only was it making people sick in the theater, but it was doing it so much that the press was referring to it as the Cloverfield illness. I did not remember that happening. So you were correct. And obviously it's actually really motion sickness, because that's what we're talking about, is like the movement of the camera. But it was referred to as the Cloverfield sickness. So then Ben wonders if Zach Ward, who is the actor, he played Scott Farkas in A Christmas Story, and he's also in this episode in the flashbacks with Jack. He's Jack's best man. And Ben thinks that the actor was in Deadwood, but nobody's really sure. I looked it up. He is, in fact, in Deadwood, and he is the role that you thought. Right. But in the course of looking this up, I also found some other interesting trivia. He appears in Freddy versus Jason with Evangeline Lilly. Just happened to notice
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Wow.
Of Scott Farkas. All right.
Yeah.
So one more thing from the episode, which is obviously the most important thing, but we figure out that an orgy is 5 people or more. Yes. And Christy very nicely drops a promo for one of our other podcasts, Mowage. And so, because obviously you think orgy and you think of our marriage, clearly. So I wanted to bring it up. That podcast was a limited series. The last episode aired about a week ago, and there are 20 episodes plus 1 bonus. It's Mowage, like the Princess Bride, spelled Mawwage. If you want more of Ben and I talking about our marriage and the fact that we are non-monogamous, which is where the orgies come in, go listen to that Space Bear Media production. All right.
They don't actually come in.
No, that's true. We've never
a dead giveaway there.
Yeah, we have unfortunately not done the orgy thing. We've only gotten it up to 4 people at once. It's unfortunate, really.
One short.
Yeah. One short.
Yep.
All right. This week, ethical question. So in Jack's flashbacks, he is marrying Sarah, but he is not too sure about it. So I want to know, hypothetically, obviously, would you ever marry somebody that you had doubts about? Start with Christy. Now you've been married, Christy, what? It's like 23 years now?
No, it'll be 20 years in October.
Only 20? You know what? I got COVID on the brain.
We've been together for 23 years.
Oh, okay. That's what I was counting backwards, how old we were when you guys met. Okay.
Yes.
Married 20. So would you have gotten married to Caleb if you had doubts about it? I mean, I guess I'm assuming you didn't.
I don't think that I would have if I had doubts, but I was pretty sure that he was, awesome. And
yeah, he's pretty cool. Yeah. Derek, so you are 47, never married. So I'm guessing your answer is no.
You're correct. I've had doubts probably with everyone I've gone out with. So yeah, I've never been married and no plans on it.
Well, there you go. All right. Lifelong.
Well, it's a commitment.
Bachelor.
That's the same word like committed to a mental institution. Its words are the same. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Ben, what do you think?
You're dark.
Very.
Would I say, what's the question again?
Would you marry someone you had doubts about? Yes, that's an ethical question, because if you have doubts about them, you probably shouldn't be marrying them.
I mean, I didn't have, like with you and I didn't have doubts that we should be married. I have doubts about you, and that, like
just
that's part of
being
the fun,
a sane human
for
being.
Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, I have doubts about myself constantly. I have doubts about everything. So no, I think the question is a little weird.
Okay.
I think you have to kind of like hone in on doubts about what exactly.
I guess I meant
like doubts about whether or not you should be with that person. No.
Yes,
I've known far too many people who have been getting ready to get married, and I'm like, well, are you sure you guys have had some issues and blah blah blah? And their attitude is, we can always get a divorce. And I'm like, that's not really the best.
No,
thought
probably
process
not.
going into a marriage.
All right. So this question,
yeah, you can always get divorced, but no.
Well, it's a hassle. I've done it twice. So yeah, getting divorced isn't fun. So speaking of, this seemed like an easy question. You're all going to answer it the same, but I'm going to be the odd one out, because I married my second husband and I had doubts that it was the right thing to do. And guess what happened? It wasn't the right thing to do.
Right.
So Christy,
so I guess the question is, would you do it again?
Yeah.
No, I would not. I would not do it again, because that ended up the most psychotic relationship of my life. I don't know if anybody was watching Christy's face this time, but her eyes went back into her head. All right, fun question. What is the worst movie to be remade as a porno? Christy?
I came up with 2 that might be pretty bad. Number 1, Castaway. I mean,
oh, Wilson!
Just drill a hole in Wilson, man.
It's just like, oh, Wilson. I think this is the best movie to make.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say the second one. That was it.
That was it.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Ben, do you have something?
I think probably Schindler's List.
You son of a bitch! That was mine.
I was thinking about, like, it's hard to riff on that name. I was like, you could call it Linda's Slit. Like, that would kind of get you closer to it. But yeah, I always feel like, what's the thing that doesn't work well with, or I'm trying to think of like actually scenarios in there where they go like, oh yeah, I'm here to fix the shower or whatever, and you're like, oh Jesus.
Oh my God. That's bad.
Derek.
I was thinking about it too, because I was looking at different movies.
I'm going to
like,
hell, y'all.
Shawshank Redemption.
Talk about
and then
dark.
I'm like, well, that could be good gay porn, So
it could be, yeah. Woo, yeah, talk about dark. I'm sweating now. Oh my God, we're gonna get canceled for that one. Oh, Jesus. Derek, did you have a movie that is less offensive than Schindler's List, which my husband and I both came up with?
Well, the first thing that came to my mind was Edward Scissorhands, but they
Oh my
made
God.
an Edward Penis.
Okay.
But I think they did make an Edward Penis
man.
Hands,
Penis
though.
hands?
So
Okay.
Penis hands, yeah. I think it's, instead of scissors, it's dildos.
Oh, I'm legitimately
You all
sweating
right?
now. I kind of like that idea. Okay. Woo.
I'm not pooping.
Woo. Yeah, I'm not. I have to poop before I can have sex. All right, I have something here. This I printed out so I can read it to you. We got an awesome comment on one of our YouTube videos. And so I'm assuming this person is now watching this. So I just wanted to thank them. Their name is Maddie. I happen to be on Reddit again. That was how on the what are they called? Subreddit, the Lost subreddit.
Yeah.
That was how I met Ado and Dave, who joined us, for a podcast in season 2, but we're here. Well, the other day I got like a notification. Somebody posted something on the Lost Reddit, and it was this Maddie. And she was saying that she had just finished watching Lost for the very first time, didn't know what to do now. So of course I jumped in and was like, listen to the podcast, obviously. So on one of our YouTube videos, we got this message. It says, I just finished Lost about 2 weeks ago. I'm 21. So I was too young to watch when it aired and discovered y'all through r/Lost, the Reddit. And I've been binging all weekend. I love y'all's commentary. Totally satisfies my post-watch withdrawals.
Aw, thank you, Maddie.
Yes. Welcome, Maddie. We do, you will notice the further you listen, or I guess if you powered through, you've heard it all. We do joke many times about the youngsters listening and how there probably aren't any. So we got one.
Yay.
We have one.
Yeah. All right. Welcome, Maddie. Tell all your 21-year-old friends they got to listen. One other thing, speaking of Ado and Dave, I just mentioned them. Ben and I are going to be joining them on their pod, Lost the Plot. Lost the Plot.
They're hacks.
Yeah. So they felt bad. I think, they felt bad about calling us hacks. So they're inviting Space Bear Media, which is technically Ben and I. And so we're going to go be on their pod. We're recording with them in April. And their recording they record basically right before they put it out, not like us who record way ahead of time. And so I think we probably will appear sometime in maybe April or May, but we'll keep you guys posted. And we will be part of a special episode at the end of season 1. And we're going to discuss season 1 and then also shite talk, as the lads like to say. All right. So I wanted to mention that this week, Do No Harm comes out tomorrow. We'll see you guys back here for another video next week on February 15th. And tomorrow, Do No Harm, Derek, Jack, orgies. It's great. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.